Hey guys, it's Meg. I am here this week with a new video for you. Today is going to be our standard tarot reading, so if you want to get a message from the cards, come on in, get comfy. We'll get to our cards in a minute. Before I give the reading, I do want to say that if you like what you see in the video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe, and the bell buttons so you can stay in the loop for when I post new work. I have also listed the decks I've used for this reading, as well as the timestamp for the bonus reading. If you want to skip ahead from the main reading, you totally can. And if you want to check out my sources, or at least the materials I've used for this reading, yeah, you'll be able to do so. So I hope you all are doing well. I have been very busy over the last couple of days, and it's going to be a busy summer. I have a feeling it's going to be a very busy summer because I have had some family in town. I've actually been out of town to take care of some family business. With some extended family that I haven't seen in a while that I got to see last week. So recovering from that, I'm recovering from having some family over. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work to get everything done over the next couple of days. But I also managed to do some work in terms of pre-drafting for the rest of the year for my blog, because I'm going to have so much work left to do. I've actually started my tier materials for next year. So for those of you who are new here and don't know, I do have some subscription materials over on my Ko-Fi, which is listed in the description. Again, it's there if you would like to donate or leave tips. That's an option, not an obligation. So please follow your heart on that. But case in point, I have started working on the subscription materials for next year, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm now at the point where I'm starting to do a lot of the bigger material, and that's going to be a lot, but I'm here for it. So let's go. Okay, so let's actually get into our reading now. We're going to start with some oracle cards. So the first card we have here is the Soul Family. This is asking us to call in your tribe. You don't have to go. You don't have to go it alone. Okay. We have Heal the Ouch. Okay. And we have the Thinking Man. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm sensing that there is something here that is, it's been on your mind. It's whatever this is has been on your mind, and it's causing you to feel, very heart sore and hurt. There's a little bit of pain associated with whatever this is. Perhaps this is a male or masculine partner that we're looking at here, or there's something to do with you feeling hurt enough that you can't take action on something. I'm getting there because we're talking about the thinking man here. I'm putting that together as the idea of tapping into your divine masculine. That part might not be helping you. That part might not be getting done effectively. Because there's something on your mind, there's something on your heart that's causing you pain. And it's such that you don't want to be burdensome to everybody else, so you keep that alone. You keep that on your heart. You don't tell anybody about it. Yeah, you don't tell anybody about it because you've been, especially through this experience, but perhaps in the past, you've been conditioned to feel like you're not worthy of help, or you're not worthy of having to, somehow the idea of a lack of self-worth is coming in, and that's why you're not reaching out to you're not reaching out to call the energies and the people to you that you know would help. Okay. And I'm going to say the fact of the matter is that you do have this energy. You do have people that love and care about you, who want to be there for you. It's just a matter of allowing yourself to receive that help. And right now, I'm getting the sense that it's probable you're not quite there. Okay. So let's see what our tarot has to say about that. We're going to kind of supplement the energy we've seen from our oracles, and we'll go from there. Okay. So let's see what we need to see here. Let's see what we need to see. Okay. So our first, I like that this is coming out. We have the Divine Child, or in this deck, this represents the Hierophant. I love that this is coming out. Okay. In part because this is representing things like rules, traditions, I'm going to say orthodoxy, but that you take that how you will. But I also like that this is coming out because this, to me, represents the idea of acting within your highest good, with what's within your alignment. Okay. I like that this is coming out because I remember mentioning the idea of self-worth and needing to take action, but it being held back because of whatever hurts you're holding on to. It's coming out that it's always, your self-worth has always been there. It's always been innately within you, and that you don't have to hide or be afraid of taking action where you need. Okay, so there's the Hierophant, or the Divine Child. We also have the Nine of Mirrors, or the Nine of Mirrors in this deck, but this is the Nine of Cups in the Rider-Waite format. Now here we're looking for emotional overflow, emotional stability. We have a situation on our hands that is testing that. Okay, and we're looking to just take a step back and kind of enjoy the moments of peace that we've been trying to call in our life. There have been things like that where it's peaceful, where it's calm, where we don't have to feel that heartache. Okay, and we're starting to see the end. Maybe not the end, but we're starting to see relief from that. We're looking for relief. We have been looking for relief. We have found it now. Okay, because we have the Nine of Mirrors, and we found that sense of peace and relief by the fact that we've tapped into our Divine Child, or our Hierophant energy here. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we have the Seven of Mirrors or the Seven of Cups. I think part of our situation, part of this pain situation has come from the fact that we have been we've been presented a lot of decisions. We've had a lot of choices on our hands. We've had to think good and hard about what we have wanted in our past. There's a lot of bright, shiny, pretty, sparkly things, but not everything has been in alignment. Okay, because remember, we want to act in our highest good here, but it's that energy of being within our alignment has been tested because of these choices. Okay, I'm hearing the phrase buyer's remorse or sticker shock. There's something you've wanted that has been left behind because of whatever reason you've decided it's not worth it right now or it's not right now. Now, while that may have been smart, whatever it is you've decided to leave behind, it's come at the cost of potential happiness. Now, I'm not saying buying all the things in the world is going to make you happy, but I'm sensing a little bit of regret coming into this situation, okay? Which I don't like seeing because we have this Nine of Mirrors here, this Nine of Cups. So let's see what else. Okay. All right, we have the Two of Stones. We have, this is the Two of Pentacles. So I think right now we're looking for a sense of balance. This is our hidden energy, by the way. So underneath all of this, I think there's been a sense of balance that has needed to be struck, because right now we're in a very emotionally turbulent time. It hasn't felt stable. Our emotions haven't felt stable, even though we're looking for our sense of relief and our sense of balance here. I think this relief feeling will come when we figure out how to strike this balance, how to be grounded in what we're experiencing while still having our sense of ourselves and our wits about us, right? In order to strike that balance, we need to tap into our intuitive hits, our intuitive nature, because we do have that ability. Okay, we innately know what isn't right, what isn't in alignment. We've always had that, and we've always carried it with us. Okay, but now I think it's time to actualize that. Okay, because again, we have some decisions to make with the Seven of Cups here, the Seven of Mirrors. But even if we're feeling not okay right now, there is relief to come. Okay, so let's get into our clarifying energy here. We're gonna see why we have each of these cards coming out right now. What do we need to see? What do we need to see for each of these cards? Okay. All right. So our first card, we're going to clarify our Hierophant here. Why are we seeing our Hierophant here? First card I have here is the Four of Cups. So yeah, there's been some actions that we've taken that we're not okay with. We're a little bit dissatisfied with our own behavior right now, because that behavior has put us out of alignment. It's not been not been easy to come back from that. I'm sensing that there is something that is I'm sensing that there's something kind of uncomfortable about this right now, and it makes sense. It makes sense because obviously we have this card out here. I won't say the Seven of Cups is, it's not good or bad, but I think it is a bit of a trigger in terms of why we're feeling unsettled. Okay. Anyway, Four of Cups. We've made some choices. We've done some things that have caused us to be dissatisfied with the results. Okay. And we've had to really tap into our intuitive natures once again. It's a repeat card here. We've had to tap into our intuitive natures to figure out where we go next. What do we do next? Right? Yeah. So let's see our Nine of Mirrors, our Nine of Cups here. What do we need to see about our Nine of Mirrors here? Okay, first card for clarifying the Nine of Mirrors is the Nine of Pentacles. So we've worked hard. We've really put in the effort. Now there's some things that we're seeing payoff on. Okay. We're not quite to our goals. We haven't necessarily finished the job, but we're at a point where we can say, you know what, I'm going to pause. I'm just going to pause. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to enjoy what I've worked hard for because you busted your butt. Okay. There's still a little bit to go, but you've done the work. You've done what you needed to do. You're here. Okay. You're here. You can take a break. Because you're certainly, I think, even if there is some pain attached to this, you've done the work to make the progress. Okay. You've done the work to make the progress, and that's something you need to celebrate. That's something you should celebrate. Okay. Let me reword that there. In any case, Nine of Pentacles. Let's pause and enjoy what we've built so far. Okay. But we also have the Nine of Wands. Okay. You need to realize that you have what it takes to persevere. Okay. So whatever the situation is bringing you, whatever comes next, it's not the storm you're making it out to be. It is there is the sense of turbulence. Okay. But you've come this far. Okay, remember that you've come this far. Remember that you have this high priestess. So you've kept your wits about you while the seas are rocking underneath you, right? You're able to stand tall even if it feels weird, even if you have to endure. Okay. So there's the Nine of Wands. Okay. Let's see your Seven of Mirrors here. Why are we seeing our Seven of Mirrors? Okay. Okay, our Seven of Mirrors is started by the sun. Okay. It's going to start being clarified by the sun, which is interesting and I think important for you to see, because if our Seven of Cups, if our Seven of Mirrors is the trigger for this situation to come through, okay, then things haven't necessarily been as clear as you would like them to be in order for you to really see the progress you've made. Okay. That can be rough. That can be scary. Okay. But you're at a point now where this is starting to shine through the clouds. Okay, this is starting to come through. You'll know what to do. You'll know what to do. Again, remember, I'm going back to it. You have the high priestess. Okay, that intuition, that knowing, that deep, innate knowledge that you have with you is what's putting you through, is what's pulling you through, I should say. Okay. You also have the hermit. Okay. So there may be a chance, there may be a time where you have to back out of being around other people, being around other people's energy. Okay. In order to find the light of your truth. So let me put that together a little bit better. You may have to step back away from people and their chatter in order to find what's on your heart for this situation. Okay? Because you are gaining clarity, whether it feels like it or not, you are gaining clarity in this situation. Okay? But you have to do it on your own. Okay, you can't necessarily rely on people, and that's such a huge irony for me to say, because we do have this soul family here. Okay, the reason I'm saying kind of reach out, take what you need, and then pull back again so you don't get overloaded, right? The fact of the matter is that you're going to have to walk your own path. Okay. Remember, there was a question of your self-worth and your self-understanding here, and that has been clouded. Okay. Clouded by decisions, potentially clouded by other people's chatter in your ear. Okay. The fact of the matter is that you know what's on your heart. You already know what's on your heart, and you know how to use it. It's just a matter of finding your own path. Okay. And if you choose to walk this path with others, please understand that you have your own rightful place within that group. And it's not for anybody to deny you the right to live that, to be that person for yourself and for other people. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see our Two of Stones here. Why are we seeing our Two of Stones? Two of Pentacles here. What are we seeing for our Two of Pentacles? Okay, we have our Eight of Pentacles coming here. So again, this emphasis of working hard to kind of strike a happy balance here. We're working hard to strike a happy balance here. The thing with this, though, is that it's meant a great deal to you. Okay, doing this work has meant a great deal. Trying to find your unique place within the larger context of your situation has meant a lot to you, because it's meant that you can enjoy what you have, you can enjoy what the progress you made. You have more to be done, but you know you can do it. Okay. And most importantly is your sense of self-worth is starting to build, your confidence is starting to build, right? It's meant the world for you to do that, because I think there's been something in your past that has been like that you haven't wanted to stay with. Okay. Okay, let's go with that. There's our Eight of Pentacles here, but we also have our Two of Swords. So once again, we're going back to how are we going to strike that balance? Remember that I talked about this in terms of putting your feet where they are going to be balanced, especially if things around you aren't feeling stable. Okay, how are you going to do that? Well, first and foremost, there are things you might be missing about the situation that may need to be collected. There may be bits and pieces of your information that need to be collected in order to really, really strike the balance. I'm going to say it again. Yeah, so you're working hard, you're figuring things out, I think is safe to say here. And it's just a matter of being, it's just a matter, I think, of being present and taking some time to understand what it is that you need to do in order to move forward from here. Okay, so let's see our High Priestess, this gorgeous figure here. Okay, why are we seeing our Sorceress, our High Priestess? Why are we seeing them here? Okay. All right. Ooh, perfect. Okay. So we're clarifying, starting to clarify our High Priestess by the Queen of Wands. Yeah, there's some things under the surface that are definitely making you feel deeply passionate about this work. And I like that this is coming out in tandem with our Eight of Pentacles here. Because this task has meant the world to you to do. Again, there's been some things over here that have kind of shaken you up, that haven't made you feel very good. Well, I don't know what to do with it, right? It's been that kind of emotional response to it, right? But you're starting to understand what it is that gets you out of bed in the morning, what it is that inspires you and keeps you on your toes. What is it about the world that makes you want to get up and be out in it? And certainly, is there someone you just really enjoy being around? I don't know, maybe that's a friend, maybe that's someone at your work that you really get along well with. I don't know, you take that situation for what it is, right? Queen of Wands, there's a lot of there's also a lot of bright, warm energy coming out in you at this time, and I think that part is definitely helping you attract the things that you want in your space. And also, I feel like this might be coming after a period of real difficulty, right? Okay. So there's our Queen of Wands. Then we have the Queen of Swords. That's amazing. I freaking love this. So our Queen of Swords, yes, there's something protective and very much about the keeping yourself safe, especially right now. But I like that this is coming together with our High Priestess, okay? Because yes, it could be equated to a very feminine energy here. But I'm going to read this as there's a way, you've chosen a way of navigating the situation that is intuitive, definitely intuitive, but it's being channeled in a way that is smart and understanding, but also very bright, warm, and inspiring. Okay. Once again, hope that makes sense. Yeah, in spite of the challenge of your situation and the challenges you may be coming from, you're definitely seeing the results you deserve to see. Okay. All right. Let's get into our final portion of the reading here. We're going to get a final message just pull some cards and see how we can sum everything up, and then we'll do, because this might be a bit of a shorter reading, I'm going to actually pull some cards from each of our decks to see generally why this energy came through. That'll take me a minute, so hopefully you'll bear with me. But we'll do that, and then we'll get into our bonus reading after that. So bear with me. Let's see what comes next. Okay, so we have the Archer coming out here. So I'm sensing there could be a sense of this reactivity coming through here. Yeah, there's a sense of reactivity coming through because we're in a bit of different territory here, and I don't think we're quite as sure of ourselves as we would like to be. Okay, I realize that's a difficult situation to be in, but it's not going to be helpful in any way if we don't take a step back to slow down. Just slow down a little bit and analyze rather than react to the emotions of our situation. Okay. But we're also getting the Six of Vessels, or in this case, this is the Six of Cups, which means that there needs to be a reconnection. Okay. And this is where I think getting the Hermit might be helpful for you to understand, because we're looking to reconnect with our inner joy, our inner joys, potentially what our inner child energy. Okay. We can't do that if we don't know. Yeah, if we don't have a good sense of our own personhood. Okay. So just reacting to our situation isn't going to help us find that. Okay. So there's our Archer. More importantly here is our Six of Vessels. Okay. We also have the Page of Arrows. I think this, okay, yeah, swords here. We have the Page of Arrows. So we're still learning. Of course we're still learning. I don't think just because we stop going to school doesn't mean we're not constantly learning. Okay, because we're absorbing information from our environment, and we're learning how to we're processing a lot of things. So the situation we're in kind of feels new. It's not something we haven't necessarily experienced before, and that's possibly why we are we're trying to do too much all at once. Okay, all right, let's slow down, let's take it easy. Let's pause for a break and try and come back to our sense of balance. Okay. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that and see what happens from there. Let's get some hidden energy here. Why are we seeing this? Ooh, okay. So we have the Nine of Cups coming out here. So Nine of Vessels, Nine of Cups. So once again, we're working towards that emotional overflow. We're working towards feeling that sense of peace, that sense of relief. Okay, it's here. It is here. It's underneath all of the clutter. I think when we slow down, when we take a break, when we learn how to, okay, let me put it like this. When we're pausing, when we're taking a break, when we're, when we give ourselves a chance to rest, the lessons we're learning on this journey are going to start sinking in. Excuse me. And it'll start sinking in, okay? And it's going to help us find relief for whatever stresses we're coming to here, okay? And we also have the Queen of Bows, or again the Queen of Wands. We are experiencing such a warmth and wealth of information coming in right now, and we need to be safe about how we're channeling what we're feeling right now, because it could be very easy for us to just go off the rails again, to react rather than analyze. Okay. So, if you'll give me a moment here, let me get some cards to find out why this energy has come up for us. What do we need to see, and how? Yeah, what do we need to see about why this energy has come up for us? Let's clarify a bit of this here. Okay. What do we need to see about why this energy? All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Okay. So why are we seeing this energy? Well, first of all, we have the Goddess of the Moon. Okay. Goddess of the Moon. We have a one-ring circus. Okay. And we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So, to start off the why portion of this reading, we have been lone wolfing it. We have been trying to go it alone, and that has caused us to feel really bad, really, really sad. It's not just us. We're not just on a pedestal here. Okay. We don't, and if you feel like that, you don't have to stay there. You really don't have to stay there, okay? Because you have the choice to change your energy, to work on attracting things back into your space that you want, not the garbage, not the minutia, not things that don't serve you, okay? Yeah, okay, let's go with that. But you know, what you feel you've lost is, it's not, you may have lost some things in this process of change, okay? But the one thing that people cannot take away from you is the fact that you are an intuitive being, okay? And you innately have that intuition that is, it's there, whether you believe it or not, okay? That's, in the days coming, that's what's going to help you navigate from here, okay? There's our oracle. We have Papa Legba, or strength, okay? We have the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And we have the Page of Vessels, or the Page of Cups, okay? It's been an emotional time. Certainly you've worked really hard to build whatever foundation you could underneath you. And while it hasn't necessarily settled, you've had the strength to really go forward and try. And because I do feel you've been trying here, you've really had to try and pause, try and not be so, again, try and not be so reactive rather than, rather than being reflective. It's trying to be positive, trying to be reflective rather than your reactions here. But you've had to find your own version of strength. And that hasn't meant being cruel or mean. That has meant taking whatever base desires you've had, and figuring out how to work with them rather than try and push them off. Okay. And that's given you a wealth of understanding, if not actual abundance, like financial abundance. It's given you an abundance of understanding your own personhood and what that has allowed you to build for yourself. Okay. So there's the Ten of Pentacles. That was to clarify why this energy is coming up. Let's move into our bonus reading and see what it is we need to see for that. Okay. So for the bonus oracle, we have caring connections. Okay. We have follow the leader. Okay. And we have the Council of Light, which represents divine orchestration and helpers in the subtle realms. Okay. Alrighty. So what's interesting about this to me here is that there is a sense of creating a connection with someone that is allowing you to really lead. It's allowing you to really follow your intuition, follow your heart. Whoever this connection, whoever this connection is being built with and built upon, it's allowing you to really sense and see your own goodness and your own personhood. Okay. And in that there have been a number of helpers, and there have been a number of helpers along the way for you doing this. Okay. That's been important, because I think that's part of the confidence and the things that you built, not only here physically, but in your energy body as well. Okay. So that is our bonus oracle. Let's see what we need to see from our tarot. Okay. So for our tarot, we have the Celtic Owl. Okay, this represents the Hanged Man. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and we have the Nine of Bows. Okay, yeah, the Nine of Bows, or the Nine of Wands. Okay. That's interesting. There is, even though we have worked on building this connection with something, we've worked on building this connection with someone else, there's still some things in our space that are making us feel trapped and uncomfortable. okay? And we felt like we have no recourse but to surrender to it, and to just let ourselves endure it rather than yeah, we just felt like we've had to endure it. But the thing is, the message that I want to leave you on here is that um, however entrapped you may feel by this energy, it's probably it, it's real. It is real, but it's nothing you can't overcome. Okay, you need to give yourself a little bit of time, a little bit of compassion and understanding. Okay, um, because it will, whatever this is, will come to an end soon. Okay. So that is it for this reading. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is understandable to you. If you like what you see in this video, please go ahead and click the like, subscribe. You already know which buttons to click. Everything is in the description. So please let me know if you have any feedback or concerns, and I will do my best to help you where I can. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one, and until then, stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.